Hey, Sunday afternoon, walking to the beach, gonna go for a swim sometime, I don't know, third week of January. I hear it's minus 32 back home. That's cold. I have a question, and that is regarding doctors. Hold on. You get about one car every hour on this road. That was it. Have you ever wondered why? I'm talking about mostly in Canada here. It's probably the same in the US, possibly the rest of the free world. When you go to see a doctor and they prescribe you statins or cholesterol meds or anything of that nature, have you ever wondered why your doctor never makes any suggestions on lifestyle changes? It's like so rare to see it. I do know personally one doctor who does that, but I believe the vast majority of them don't. And whether it's blood pressure, cholesterol, blood sugar, there's epidemic levels of type 2 diabetes and prediabetes, heart attacks and strokes and dementia. They're calling Alzheimer's type 3 diabetes. But so you got to ask yourself the question, well, why don't the doctors make these lifestyle change suggestions? I think it's a valid question, and I'm putting it out to you guys, and in reference to my visit down here in Costa Rica, which I'm going to get to in a minute. But I think there's two primary reasons why they don't. They just don't know any better, and they've been told what they've been told, and they believe it. So there's that. And what they believe, secondly, is largely behind the scenes, pushed in or perpetuated by big pharma. It's a big industry. When you look at the truth behind the statin industry, for example, it's a big industry. Instead of making lifestyle changes to give you a medication to tell your liver to stop doing what it's trying to do naturally, and the benefits are so slim. Just look into it. That's all I got to say. So, anyways, this topic came to me because my wife and I were having lunch today, and she was telling me about a dream she had. Man, it was a cool dream. And she said something interesting. She said, I dream more when I'm down here. I've also heard her say that she sleeps better when she's down here. So, the national slogan in Costa Rica is Pura Vida, which means pure life. And I've said this a million times, I'll just mention it again. It's true. When you're down here, you just think of our lifestyle back home. Hold on. My hat is all upside down. Think of our lifestyle back home. It depresses the hell out of me because hardly anybody is out and about walking. Everybody drives everywhere. Not to mention the miserable cold. Everybody's indoors, constantly indoors. We don't do anything. We eat crappy food. And hola, pura vida. So we it's crazy. You go to your doctor and your doctor just gives you meds. Everything's all meds. And we think they have this divine information and take on solutions when in fact they don't, obviously. So I think it's a legitimate question. So if you want, just as a side note, there's an author, he has a Substack account. Go to Substack, search Alex Berenson, Berenson. S-O-N. And he put a post on a couple days ago with a follow-up post on his recent visit to the doctor. What was most fascinating was the replies he got from actual doctors who made comments. Those are gold. Go check them out. It's fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. So when I'm down here, I'm in the sun. First thing I do, I get up in the morning, I have a coffee, I sit outside. The sun is rising. So there's a lot to be said about early morning sun, not to mention the fresh air, not to mention the fact that I'm walking everywhere. So it's there's a lot of benefits to that. That's the Pura Vida lifestyle. Not to mention the sense of community. You notice, just walking, I said hi to someone. That happens all day long. Everybody's so friendly, and not to mention all the locals and tourists. They're just open to dialogue and conversations. So, and the salt air. So the ocean's about 2 minutes away. And I'll close with one final story, and that's to do with Frank. Frank's at this point in time, I think he's around 87, 88 years old. He's somewhere in Portland or somewhere around there. He had to move back to New Dublin. Yeah, he just had to go back. So, anyways, the Frank story is this. This is what he told me. I might have the details wrong, but if his son Randy is watching this, maybe you can enlighten me. But this is it in a nutshell. So Frank had arthritis, and he was on meds. He came down here to visit his son Randy for a couple of weeks, and his pain subsided quite a bit. Went back, I think he made all of the arrangements he needed to do, and he moved down here to take advantage of all the benefits that were helping his health conditions, predominantly arthritis. His arthritis, it seems, went away. So for many, many years he was down here enjoying the benefits of not having to suffer through the pain and suffering of and the meds. He was off all meds that had to do with arthritis. And I was like, well, that's cool. That's a cool story. I wonder how that happened. So I've also talked to other people. I remember one guy I talked to who said that he's got bad asthma, and as soon as he get on the ocean, all the symptoms of his asthma went away. They all cleared up. So I think what it is, besides the sunshine, the fresh air, and the good living, it's the salt. Salt air is good for you. It's healing. So anyways, those are things that contribute to a better quality of life. Now, if I'm back home in Canada and it's 32 below zero, and there's 3-4 months of hard winter, like hard winter, as you know, and I have no one else to blame but myself if I'm not doing what I need to do to preemptively and holistically take care of my health versus just staying indoors all the time. I think there's something unhealthy about staying indoors all the time and constantly driving everywhere. You're always indoors. You're indoor in your car. You're indoors in your house. You think of all the products that we live with, our furniture, the paint, the floors, everything off gases, at least at a microscopic level, toxins, and it can't be good for you. Meanwhile, I'm down here in Costa Rica. I'm breathing in fresh air. I feel the wind coming off the ocean, and you hear the birds. The birds are having a conversation with me. Keeping an eye out for snakes, and there's trees everywhere. I remember someone mentioned years ago that one of the best things for kids is to play in the forest for their immune system. And the theory is that kids who grew up in the city have a weakened immune system, and that's where peanut allergies came up starting in the 80s, which kind of like it's a strong theory. So yeah, let your kids play in the dirt, in the forest, on the beach, and ask yourself the question, your doctor, why don't they suggest lifestyle changes instead of just going just meds? That's the question that has been weighing heavy on my mind today. Okay. Thanks, guys. We'll talk later.